Hey there, this is Clay, and today I'm going to be talking about something that is maybe a little bit deeper than we usually go. And that is that, we've been looking through our inbox and stuff, and there are a lot of people who will write into us with questions, and we welcome that. We're glad to get your questions and all that. But they're like waiting on pins and needles for us to respond. They're waiting on pins and needles for us to get back to them. And they'll send us a question on like Friday night or something like that, and then come Saturday morning there'll be like all these desperate pleas like, hey, it's been 4 hours, how come you haven't written me back? Oh my god, my life is falling apart, stuff like that. And really what you're doing is you're actually pushing us further away. And trust me, there's a tie into this. I'm not just kind of ranting here. But you're actually pushing us further away. If it comes down to it, there's like 2 emails that we get. One's like, help, what do I do? Reply to that. Help, you haven't responded back. What do I do now? Please help me right now. Respond to that. Okay, I'm waiting desperately for you to tell me what to do. What do I do? And this is all within a span of like a couple hours or something like that. When we might actually be sleeping or doing something that actual humans do, like going out with friends or something like that. And there's another email that's just like, hey, I know you're busy, but here's my situation. Like, could you just tell me what you think I should be doing as the next step? And no pressure at all. I know you're busy, but any insight would really help. This email is the one I'm going to respond to because this guy over here is just really pushing me away and reeking with desperation. And the reason that I'm bringing this up is because if you're doing this in your emails with Mika and I, then I can tell that you're probably doing this in your relationship. Because the way that you do one thing is the way that you do everything, okay? The way that you do any one action in your life is so steeped in the mindset that you have, so steeped in your beliefs, your thoughts, your actions, your patterns, your habits, that you can pretty much draw out from that how a person would be able to behave in nearly any situation. That's why a lot of people will look at how their date will behave in a restaurant to wait staff. Is he going to be a jerk? Is he going to be nice? Is he going to be understanding and compromising? Is he going to tip well? Because that can be extrapolated into how that person will behave in a relationship. So obviously treat wait staff nice, not just because it's going to mean you're gonna get lucky later on, but because it is a ramification of. It is really a reflection of how you're going to act in every other facet of your life. And if you are struggling in one area of your life, look at how you might be acting in another area of your life and how that might be having an impact, how that might be giving you clues to what may not be working at a much deeper level, at a much more foundational level on your mindset, on the filters that you look through life with, on the way that you see life, on the way that you see yourself in life, on the way that you see others in life. And this will really help to be a reflection and help you look at the areas that you need to grow. So I hope this helps you. I hope you can see that being desperate and needy and pestering people in one area of life just really represents a sort of mindset, a sort of character habit that might be pushing people away in other areas of your life. You might be having this difficulty with your relationship, with your breakup, because of this neediness that's coming through with everything that you do. Not just with your breakup, but through other facets of your life too. And that is obviously going to be expressing itself in your attempts to get back together with your ex. So I hope this helps you, and if you want to learn more about how to fix this, how to really just chill out so you actually have the chance of getting back together with your ex, head over to relationshipinnergame.com and sign up there, and we'll give you free advice and free tips on how to get back together with the person that you love. And we will respond to your emails, maybe not at the drop of a hat, but given time, depending on our work schedule and holidays, weekends, and all that stuff, we will respond to your messages. Thanks.